Hello YouTube, this is Phil and Florence. Well, we're going to do some ribs today, but before we get to that, guess what day it is? Game day! USC, University of South Carolina, East Coast team. Not the USC some of you are thinking about. Gamecocks, baby, South Carolina Gamecocks. They play North Carolina today. Clemson, Janet's team, Clemson won real big last night on that opener. It's a Thursday night game. You've seen that. What was it, 42-7?
52-14.
52-14. Oh well, I must have left my chair for a little while. Anyway, I got something special today. I had ordered a new toy, a new accessory. And I didn't think it was going to be in until next week, but it just got here about 5 minutes ago. So I'm going to use it on the ribs. I bet you couldn't guess in 1,000 guesses what this is going to be. It is a Ribulator. How about that? Yes, sir. This thing, you see that picture right there? It's got, I'll show you the setup in just a minute, but it'll work on your Weber kettle, it'll work on your Weber Smoky Mountain, and it'll even work on the old gasser. So, let me stick that to the side. I've already taken out one of the trays. Stainless steel. There we go, that's one of the trays. There's 4 of these. And here is the Ferris wheel attachment rod. See how that works? It just slides on your spit, your rotisserie spit, and these hang right there, and they got a notch in. You know the deal. They spin round and around. Oh, Greg at Ballistic Barbecue had this several years ago. I think it was like 3 years ago or something like that. And that's where I saw it first. And I went right to it and I got to looking at them, and one thing led to another. My channel was just getting started good and I just forgot about them. Recently did that rotisserie cook with those baskets that I hacked, and it turned out good. So I got to looking for online baskets made for the rotisserie, and then I saw that thing again, so it got my juices flowing, and here we are. So I'm going to get these ribs that I'm getting ready to do. They've been unpackaged, they've been washed, they've had the membrane taken off and patted dry, and I got them ready to go for some rub. And today's rub is going to be some that I just got yesterday. All this is new stuff, sent to me by Rob over at the Barbecue Pit Dog. And here it is, Gator Shakes, Uncle Steve's Shake, and working in together with Rob over at Barbecue Pit Dog. And I'm going to put this on these ribs, the Gator Shake. He sent me another one, and I think it's spicy. So I've already tasted it. Tastes good. Let's get ready to freeze up these ribs and put some shake on them. Hold on. I don't have any of those nitrile gloves yet. I got a box from Sam's that had 1,000 pair of these. These old cheap ones, if your hands are dry, you can get them on just fine. But you can't put them on if your hands are wet. You got to dry your hands off real good. Okay, we're going to put some mustard on as our binder. Let's just drag one of these over here and go to town. Just a little squirt of mustard. This just helps that Steve Shake rub stick to this rib a lot better. Some say it does, some say it does not. So, you know, whatever floats your boat. You can use olive oil, you can use Worcestershire, you can use nothing. If it's been washed and it's wet, you know, the rub's going to stick to that anyway. But I like mustard. So, I'm going to open this up. Let's see what this is all about. Oh, it looks pretty. It's got a pretty color. I'm going to be using the Weber Smoky Mountain with this Ribolator because it gives me more options, and I've just got a deeper cylinder, and I can use different setups in it. So I'll meet you outside. Stick with me now. Alright guys, we're getting ready to fire up this Weber Smoky Mountain, and I'm going to be using the Minion basket, starter basket made by Arbor Fab. If you're interested in one of those, go to arborfab.com. I'll leave a link, and you can place an order for the large charcoal basket and for the Minion starter basket. Both of them you get 10% off if you use the code PIF5, PIF5. Do is fill this thing up with charcoal. I'm going with Kingsford Professional Competition briquettes. I'm just going to fill the Minion starter basket up to start with. Then I'm just going to put some charcoal in. I won't be using all this charcoal for ribs. I'm just going to snuff it out whenever the ribs get done. I might just stick it, move a couple of briquettes and put it down in there a little bit better. May as well give it a good fighting chance, right? I found some cherry. I'm just going to put some cherry right there in the top. I'm going to leave this grate in here in this middle tab, and we're going to be using the ring for the rotisserie, the Cajun Bandit ring, so it won't be in the way. There we go. Load up that Ribolator before you put it in there. Here's the Ribolator. I got it put together. It's not too bad. Oops. Turn it around. First time doing this, folks, so I hope you can see this. Like I said, it's first time doing this, so I finally got everything adjusted. It's spinning just fine. I'm gonna put these ribs on, and the key to this is to get all your meat inside, you know, the tray, and you won't have it bumping on anything. Everything will clear. I think that's the main thing. And then having it balanced. Okay. Let me rotate it. I was thinking of balancing it with some potatoes. Putting maybe 2 or 3 big potatoes in here, but I have this balancing weight that comes with it. I don't know if that'll be enough to do what it needs to do, but we'll try it. If we get any herky-jerky, I'll go get some potatoes. Got 3 potatoes here. That ain't gonna work too good. Might have to cut them in half. Hold on. Okay. There's no rolling around now. That ought to level it out. That must be a heavier rack. Let's change places with this one and this one. You gotta work it out. Come here, boy. That's better. Make sure all the meat is inside the tray. Looking good. From what I've seen on some videos, it actually doesn't take as long to do the ribs on this regulator. This is not a kettle with side baskets on this cook. This is the fire still down in the bottom. So I don't know if that'll matter. We'll let that roll for about an hour and then check on them, alright? Alright, we'll be back in a little bit. I got my Maverick XR50 put on, and it's up to 305 and still climbing. So what I'm going to do, I don't want it to go over 270, so I'm going to trim these back about a half on these bottom vents, and we'll see what that does to the. Spritz them with apple cider vinegar, and what the sauces I'm going to use is, one of them is the Bacon Barbecue Brew by Sweet Heat. This is one that Joe sent me from Joe's Barbecue House. And then Old Piss, sweet and spicy. Yeah, got to go on with some of that. We've got some company coming from Atlanta, and so we're going to do up some ribs. Alright guys, it's been about 45 minutes. These ribs have been on. Let's open it up and see what these ribs are looking like after 45 minutes. I'm going to give it a spritz with some apple cider vinegar. Hold on. Oh yeah, they're looking good. We'll put the lid back on there, let it go some more. I've got some jalapeno poppers I've put together. And it's been about an hour and 45 minutes on these ribs. And they're looking good. So I'm going to take these potatoes, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. See there? How pretty that is? Let's put these poppers on here.
You gotta grease it up or no?
No, the bacon's the grease.
The bacon's the grease.
Alright. We got a hot fire down there, I know that. Need to get that going again. Might put one of these potatoes back in here, level off the weight, the balance of everything. Yeah.
Excellent.
Put the lid back on, Vern. Alright guys, we got these ribs going, and I got my guest here, my good friend from Atlanta, Georgia. Janet's best friend used to live here in Florence, and Dave came down from New York and got into business and wanted to stay.
That's why you see the buffalo.
They're visiting this weekend, and what I wanted to do is tell you about my good buddy Chad. I don't know how far I need to take this to identify him, but Chad, you know who you are. He's with one of my sponsors, and he sent me something, okay?
We got some rum shots.
We got some rum moonshine. It came in a little bottle, and Chad, here it is. And me and my buddy Dave
We're doing our second one, Chad.
This is a special occasion. So
happy Labor Day.
Cheers to you, Chad. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Chad.
For all you've done to help my channel here at the Piff Channel. And cheers, Dave.
Cheers, Phil.
All right. You know this is just apple juice, right? I'm just messing with you. That's good apple juice.
Yeah, that's the best I've had.
We better check on those ribs. They might be burning.
We better.
As these ribs have been on 2 hours and 35 minutes, also the poppers have been on long enough. I'm taking them up. All right. Check these ribs. I think they're ready to sauce. Yeah, they're breaking in the middle. Let me get this tater off. We have got a hot fire down there. Woo! Let me get my sauce. Boy, that is a hot fire. This can't stay on there long. Here we go. Oh, that's hot. Oh my gosh. I gotta get these ribs out of there. Alright guys, we're ready to do a taste test. We've got some friends visiting us from Atlanta. They're gonna help us do the taste test. Grab us a rack of ribs here. Now, what we want to do, I'm going to get my company to do the taste test for us today. So, you guys ready?
Ready.
We're ready.
Pick this one up. I'm going to let Debbie go first. And you just take a big bite out the top there.
Oh, wow.
Go down to the bone. Get a good bite.
Bad to the bone.
All right, now pass it off. You don't get one bite for the taste test.
This is bad to the bone. This is the ribulator.
All right, Dave.
Fabulous.
Tell us what you think, Dave. I'll let you even go for the end there.
It don't get any better than this.
Ooh. All right.
Woo! Get you another one.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, he's going to clean that bone off.
All right.
He's passing the bone back to Debbie.
Wow.
God.
All right, now what's the verdict on the ribs?
Perfect.
I've never had any better.
All right.
There it is.
Yeehaw.
Well, like I say, we were talking, having fun, and that cooker was hot. I mean, we averaged like 305, 310, so it was a hot and fast cooking. And when I lifted the lid off to put the sauce on, all of those coals in the bottom were really catching, and it was hot fire. So I had to put the sauce on, and you'll see it in the video. And I had to get them right off of there and just wrap them. Anyway, they look great, and according to my taste testers, they taste great.
Get me a ribulator.
Okay, Jeff.
All right.
All right, that's it, guys. And we did do some poppers. I didn't really focus on the poppers, but you saw them, and they were delicious. I actually used the same ingredients that I used on the pork loin because I had some of that stuff left over, and they turned out real good. So, with that said, this is Phil and Florence, and we'll see you on the next cook.
Bye.